Hi, in this video, let us talk more about clusters. So as you can see, we have one cluster over here. It is having three elements: name, which is string data type; present, which is Boolean data type; and phone contact, which is numeric data type. And we have similar elements present over here also. So if I go to the block diagram, you will see a cluster over here, and then these three elements, right? So uh, we use cluster, or we generate cluster, so that we don't have multiple elements present on the block diagram, and to remove the clutterness on the block diagram also. So let me just quickly delete them. Now we have three elements inside this cluster. Now the one thing that we want to learn over here is how to retrieve elements from within this cluster. To retrieve the elements from within this cluster, just go to the cluster palette, right click over on the block diagram, go to functions and then cluster, and use unbundle by name. As the name suggests, it will unbundle the cluster by name. Let's wire it. Now as you can see, we have three elements: name, present and phone, which is basically the label of these. If I change the name over here, it will automatically reflect. So if I name, and you can drag and drop. So now instead of having three elements or three terminals present on the block diagram, we have only one terminal, and then you can unbundle by name of cluster, and you can retrieve all the values. Now let me quickly create indicator of every terminal. Okay, right, and this, and then of this one, right? So these are the individual indicators that we have created. You can see over here. Let me increase the size, place it like this, arrange and distribute. So if I place, let's suppose if I name it LabVIEW, LabVIEW is present, and LabVIEW has the value of maybe 98765. Now if I run it, it will automatically get retrieved from this cluster, the values inside this cluster, to a normal element data type. So this is how we can retrieve the value from inside the cluster. Now, so this is how we retrieve the value. Now let's talk about how we can update the value within this cluster, right? So for example, I don't want to have three different elements. I want to have the same cluster as an output. So let's copy this. To copy something present on the block diagram or front panel, just click Control and drag, right? Right click on the control, change to indicator. Go to block front panel, you will see similar. Now maybe this is my data in, and this is my data out. I want to update the value from LabVIEW to something else. To update something inside the cluster, what you have to do is you have to use bundle by name. We have similar functions of unbundle and bundle, but they don't have the particular name, and it will create a lot of confusion while you coding. So I would not recommend you to use unbundle and bundle. Instead, use unbundle by name and bundle by name. Go to bundle by name, right? In bundle by name, we have two inputs. One is element, second is input cluster, third one is output cluster. We know this is my output cluster, right? But this element, the function that we have placed on the block diagram, it does not know what the output cluster looks like, right? So what we have to do is we have to create a constant of the output cluster. Let me delete all the values from it. 0. So what we have to do is we have to create a constant from the output and wire the constant to the input cluster, right? So after wiring this input cluster, now my element, the function that we have placed, now it knows that these are the elements that are present in the output, right? As you can see, now I have completely wired the all the elements. Now let's suppose I don't want to have the same name, but present and contact should be same, but I want it to have a different name. Let's suppose instead of LabVIEW, I want this to be named as cluster, correct? Now if I run the code, let me clean up the diagram. Now if I run the code, initially the name was LabVIEW, but after updating it, it was cluster, maybe present. Now it's not present because we have passed the similar value, right? One thing more, what we can do over here is, since only the name has been updated, rest of the values are same. So instead of wiring it through, what you can do is, since input and output have the same values, what you can do, instead of this constant, you can directly wire it to the input. That means, which means only the name will update and rest of the values will pass as through. Now if I run it, it will be as cluster. Present will be passed through as present, and the contact will pass as contact. Let's suppose the value is 1. Now if I run it, only the 1. Whereas we have not updated on the on the block diagram, because this has the same value which is being passed onto the rest of the data types, right? So this is how we deal in clusters.